There's kind of a reason why I didn't post this on April Fool's Day. That and this month signals the start of the next chapter of the story. Who am I kidding? Things are going to be the same, just less annoying. So anyway, time to get underway, shall we? I'm MegamanNG and I welcome you to my monthly update for April 2025. One chapter has ended, and with it, the next chapter begins. But you all know that I still have my work to do, or rather my work cut out for me. There's also going to be some changes going around, and for good reason. Just watch, and you'll see what I mean. Now, before we begin, I do want to say that if you enjoy my content, please be sure to do these 5 simple things. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. Why do I keep saying this? Simple. March was a major improvement over the previous month. I'm serious. 26% of my watch time has been from subscribers. Let's hope we can improve it to at least 30%. That's what I'm hoping for, since honestly, I've said this already, but I may as well say it again. I want things to get better, not worse. You know I always keep saying it, and I will continue to do so. Let's hope we can keep it going, shall we? I know you guys want me to talk about it, so I may as well get it all out of the way right now. Yes, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct came and went. To say that I was excited for it is an understatement. I went in with low expectations. Why? Simple. Keep your expectations low and you won't be disappointed. I abide by these words. Anyway, I saw the Direct and I found it to be okay. It's not great. There are things that I legit liked, and there are things that I didn't. Let's start with what I liked about the Direct. What I enjoyed the most is the console, as well as the games. I love how the Switch 2 looks. The Joy-Cons for them are awesome. Not to mention the fact that the Switch 2 system has 256 gigabytes of internal memory, meaning I can store more of it compared to how my OLED Switch was at 64 gigabytes. In addition, the games they showed were great, such as Mario Kart World, Metroid Prime 2, and Donkey Kong Bonanza. I was excited, especially since they all look so great. Not to mention GameCube Switch Online. I didn't think that they would do it, but hot damn, I'm so happy that it's happening. Seriously, this will probably mean that I'll have more to do if it inevitably happens. You guys know I did Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD. Do you want to see me do them again for good measure? Oh, and there's also the fact that Switch 2 is full backwards compatibility with the Switch 1. Not to mention no region locks whatsoever. I truthfully like that. Because I made a Japanese account because I decided to bite the bullet. I'm only missing a few more games at least. However, for as much as I liked it, there are some legit criticisms. Seriously. There is some stuff that I legit did not like. For starters, one of the games, Mario Kart World, is listed with an $80 price tag. Seriously, I'm not a fan of that choice. I barely make enough money to maintain myself on YouTube, and Nintendo is expecting me to spend more money on their games. To hell with that. Hell, the console itself, just by itself, is $449. If you were to add it plus tax, let me just show it up here. Give me one little second. Basically, it's like $449.99, basically. And it would probably mean to be around $490 with a $500 bundle that comes with Mario Kart World. That's like $545. Not to mention some of the accessories are going to hit the wallet and the shin hard. You want to know? Switch 2 Pro Controller, $79.99. Switch 2 Joy-Cons, $89.99. Switch 2 Camera, $49.99. The dock set, $109.99. Seriously, what the hell? That's way too much. That's like almost $700 or rather $800 worth just for all that. Oh, and it gets worse. Not only that, but the Switch 2 will be using a different kind of micro SD card. Case in point, micro SD Express. They're only compatible with the Switch 2 and are expensive, with the 1 terabyte one coming in at $200. Oh, do you want to know how worse that it can get? It gets even worse. Some Switch games will be getting Switch 2 editions. If you own the original, that's great. You don't have to be paying a lot of money just to get the Switch 2 version. However, the Switch 2 edition of certain games will require you to pay for an upgrade pack. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of how Sony did it with their games. Some games will provide free PS5 upgrades if you own the PS4 version. Trust me, I know I got in the PS4 versions of Persona 3 Reload as well as Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I only wish I knew if Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza give you a free PS5 upgrade physically with the PS4 version. If they did that, great. I would like that. But not every version had that. Some will require you to pay a fee up front. $10. I kid you not. This is not how you're going to get people to buy your console, Nintendo. And do you want to know what else? I had to revise the script for this. Some Switch 2 games will not be on the cartridge, aka game key card. And all this tells me one thing. They are legit trying to kill off physical games. Not to mention DRM. What the hell? But after a bit, someone on Twitter named Anistron decided to basically set the record straight. What you see here is proof. I hope Anisu doesn't mind, but I'll be putting the link in the description just in case. So yeah, some games will be game key cards, aka physical cards that will require a download. Switch 1 did the exact same thing, but worse. They had full game downloads, and they're basically blank cases with download codes. Switch 2 will use these. They won't be tied to a system, thankfully. They're just used to simply unlocking the game. On one hand, I'm okay with it since I thought it was Nintendo killing off physical games, like I said earlier. But on the other hand, this could give developers a chance to be lazy and not even try to put the full game on the card. I'm looking at you, Square Enix. The remaster of Bravely Default will not be on the card itself. You guys are complete idiots. You guys bungled Kingdom Hearts. Who's to say they'll bungle everything else? I could go on, but all this does is give me a godforsaken brain fart. So I'm just going to say it flat out. As much as I am looking forward to the Nintendo Switch 2, I'm probably not getting it day one. I'm in no rush to even get it because all of this feels so a bit anti-consumer. Not helped by the fact that US pre-orders will not be available on April 9th due to what's going on right now. I'd rather not want to say it, but look it up. It's just so wrong and I'm not afraid to speak out. So yes, like I said, I did enjoy the Switch 2 Direct, but it left me feeling very unsettled. In fact, it made me feel angry. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Don't expect me to cover Switch 2 games day one. I got plans of my own, and I plan to abide by them. That and I'm saving up money since after a year, it's now time to shift my focus. But that can depend. It can honestly depend. Seriously. Now let's get underway with what we've done for the month of March. There's a lot, so I'm going by these as quick as possible. Up first is Astrobot. This was one of 2 playthrough requests I did this month. Let me tell you, I didn't think I'd enjoyed it as much as I did. I had a lot of fun playing it, and to be honest, it was great. It was a really fun platformer that is good for newbies, but it also has enough to challenge veteran expert players. I kid you not. It wasn't that long. It took me 12 hours to get the Platinum Trophy, as well as every other trophy. Honestly, I had fun with it. And if you haven't gotten a chance to play it, you should do so. Seriously, it is that good. Next is Pac-Man World Repack. I needed to put something on because I didn't want to spend all my time going through Yakuza 0. The good news is that it wasn't as long, and I'm thankful for that. Trying to complete it is just annoying, but I had a lot of fun with it. Although, please do not ask me to platinum the game. One of the trophies requires you to reach level 9 on the original Pac-Man and actually beat it. That gave me a headache, as is. Since if I did, I would never have to touch the game ever again. I'm only missing a few trophies anyway, but I swear it, I had fun with it. But if you're trying to get every trophy, you're in for a ride. Up next is Yakuza 0. Here's the deal. I know for a fact nobody likes watching these. I'm okay with it. I don't care. I'm tired of being this family-friendly person. I sincerely hate that. I want to do other things. and Yakuza is one such reason. As of this video, I am at chapter 14, and I'm at the final chapter right now. I'm almost at the end. I'm going to see it through because I promised that I would devote the entire year 2025 to the Yakuza / Like a Dragon series. One of the inspirations was a YouTuber named John Hub, who devoted an entire year to 100% every single mainline Yakuza game. And he did do that, except for Ishin. I don't know if he'll plan on doing that. I don't even know if he'll do Plan Pirate Yakuza either. That's a lot of dedication. It's also more than enough for me to try my luck. I already completed Kiwami on Switch, and I want to keep going. To everyone who watched my Yakuza 0 playthrough, you have my thanks. I ask that you show your support for this and all my future Yakuza playthroughs. Last but not least is a game that is considered to be the second request. Neptunia Cross Senran Kagura Ninja Wars. I'm impressed. To think a game like this would be fun. It was also a game I had to learn fast because it doesn't play around. At all. At the time of this video, I'm already finished with the game. Was it a pain? Yes. Was it worth doing a playthrough on? Yes. Will I do another game like this in the future? Definitely. Believe me when I say this, but both franchises deserve better. Neptunia and Senran Kagura. That's pretty much it for what happens in March. Time to focus on what's coming for this month. Although I am late, I don't care. I may as well detail what's going to happen for the month of April. Let's begin with the most obvious, Yakuza 0. Before I explain, yes, I know that there's going to be a director's cut. I'm not doing the director's cut since I want to see this playthrough through to the end. Besides, I've already recorded up to part 57. And just recently, I want to finish the Cabaret Tsar storyline. I'm about to fight Club Moon, for God's sakes. I'm moving on to the end game, and then I can put this game to rest. Besides, like I said, this is all part of my year of Yakuza on YouTube, and I want to move on to the other entries without padding things too much. Kiwami 2 will probably be that, especially since I not only got to do the main game, but also the Majima prequel. To anyone wondering or asking about Neptunia Cross Senran Kagura Ninja Wars, the game's done. It's finished. What I am going to say is that the final 3 parts may have my commentary muffled. There's kind of a reason for it. It won't do much harm in the long run because I already found a solution. And one I will be relying on for a while. Hell, I will be getting my hands on a new headset just for that. So I hope you don't mind. What matters is that I got it done. I always make good on my word. I always do. And last but not least is this. TMNT The Cowabunga Collection. Someone is going to want me to do this and I may as well because I'm a sucker for torture. So yes, I'm going to go through every single game on the TMNT Cowabunga Collection. Why? 2 reasons. 1, to ensure that I have some more content for you to watch. And 2, I want to get the platinum for the game. I'm in for torture, I swear to God. I'm ready for it, and I hope you all look forward to it. You'll see it happen once Yakuza 0 comes to a close. That's it for April. Just know that all this can change on a whim. I'm letting you know this right now, okay? Good. Let's move on. Time for us to get to the meat and potatoes of this update. Yeah, as of a few days ago, I got my hands on the new laptop. So in a way, the fundraiser is officially over. Done. Finished. Finito. To everyone who's supported this, thank you. Seriously. This took about a year, and it paid off in spades. Hopefully I'll try to put money aside because I really, seriously need to stop taking things for granted. But you're probably wondering if you can still support the channel. Well, there is. Let me explain. You guys know that recently I had done 2 playthroughs that were requested. The first was Astrobot, the second was Neptunia Cross Senran Kagura Ninja Wars. So I wish to ask, do you want me to cover a game? Well, there's only one way how. You gotta donate to my PayPal if you want that. Back when I had a Patreon, I had a tier known as the Diamond tier. Diamond is essentially the highest tier, and anyone that supported me in that tier would be allowed to request any game they want me to cover. Out of many who supported me on Patreon, only a few made requests. I'll be honest, I considered that a failure since not many could be able to achieve that tier. Not to mention I had expectations that were just way too high. And even now, they still are. So I'll just conclude things with this. Want me to cover a game you want? You can do that. Just donate to my PayPal. It's not difficult. It's simple, easy, and most especially to the point. Let me also detail a few things just in case someone has the gall to ask me. I'll list 3 simple guidelines. Number 1, I only do console games. I don't have a high-end PC to do games on. I've always enjoyed console gaming since I was 2 years old and will continue to do so until the day I can no longer breathe in this mortal coil. Number 2, the minimum to receive a playthrough request is $50. Games aren't cheap, and I want to make sure I have the money needed to purchase the game in question. However, should anyone choose to send in more than $50, the dono shoutout rules still apply. Here they are if you're watching. Before I explain, here are the tiers. They're only 2 because I don't want them to get too complex. $100 will provide a shoutout that will last you 3 months, but in addition, you will get a playthrough request. The rules still apply. To anyone who delivers $400, you will get a shoutout that lasts 1 year. And for good measure, anyone that does provide that, and I don't know if someone who will, they will get 4 playthrough requests. 4 games you want me to cover on this channel. I'll do it. No questions, no objections. I'll detour everything just to get all 4 of these done. If you think I'm full of shit, then I can prove it. Donate to me, and I'll prove it. That leads to the 3rd and final guideline, the 3rd rule. Number 3, I'm only one person who can only do so much. I have a life outside of this. All I ask is for patience and nothing else. I do want to get things done, but only if I have the time and patience for it. Hell, I only spend 3 to 4 hours on the new laptop a day. It's for the best, you know? All of the information will be in the description. Or if you've been listening, there you go. So yeah, the fundraiser's over. Now I'm going to start saving up money because with the Switch 2 on the horizon, I'm a bit conflicted. I did mention that I don't want to get it day one, and I don't truthfully want to. I'm in no rush. I spent $1,200 to get this new laptop, but I need to slow down. Way down. Sorry for getting off topic again, but I got to make sure to get it all out of the way. If you have any questions, send a comment. Oh, and one last thing. What you're seeing is the balance on my PayPal now. If you think I'm joshing you, then please put your money where your mouth is. And I can assure you, I will get it done. That is a fact. Now it's time for real talk. It's not really real talk, but it does relate to my new laptop. Basically, microphone woes. Seriously, this was a problem I had ever since I got my hands on the new HP Omen. Basically, for whatever reason, my Logitech Rock Band mic that I've used for so many years didn't work on it. All this did was put me in a sense of frustration. Basically, when I tried to use it, the sound ends up muffled like you're in a walkie-talkie. I've tried numerous things. I uninstalled the mic, reinstalled it, disabled audio enhancements. It works. It drove me nuts. I wanted to buy a new microphone, but then I decided to use my headset. To my complete and utter surprise, it worked. I was completely dumbfounded that it did work, even when I turned off all audio enhancements for it. Sometimes I act before I think, and thankfully I found me a solution. Now I gotta make sure I get another headset just so I can use it for YouTube only. As for my Logitech mic, I'll be using it for updates only. Besides, I'm working on the script for this, and every second I waste trying to get this done only forces me to need to change up my options. This is only minor, so I wanted to let you guys know. Why? Because you may notice the results of what I tried to do. Thankfully, it's been rectified, but I swear, these things can happen. Guess I really need to up my ante, you know? And with that, my update is done. Believe me when I say it because I gotta get it all ready. Hopefully the new laptop is making sure everything is in working order. Thankfully it is, but it'll take some time to get used to. I only hope that updates onwards will not be as delayed. Besides, I'm trying to get Yakuza 0 finished so that way I can move on to other games. One of which is TMNT, and trust me, I'm in for hell. As I always say many times over, that if you enjoy what I do and the content that I produce, please consider supporting me, whether it be through channel memberships, my Ko-fi, or through PayPal. Anyone that does a dono through PayPal will get a shout out. I already provided all the details, and I'm not going to be repeating it here. I'll probably make a thumbnail just in case. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody donated me $500 for my birthday, so that for whatever reason I can get the Nintendo Switch 2. That would truthfully be a laugh and a half. Trust me on that. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button, the like button. It means a lot. If you enjoyed this or any of my other content, please be sure to do 5 simple things. Like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell. All of it helps. I want to improve our watch time. Last month was very good. I want this month to keep going. I want it to improve, and it can be done by subscribing and clicking that bell. It's not so hard. It's pretty easy. Besides, you want to be notified of what I do next? There you go. It helps a lot. It helps you and it helps me. That's pretty much it. I'm done. It's late, and I need to make sure this update's on time. Or not. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out.